Coming up on Hawk TV, we take a closer look at a club's volunteer opportunity, Theater's fall show, and cross-country competing at the district meet. This is Hawk TV for Friday, October 26th. Good morning here in high school. I'm Melissa Gonzalez.
And I'm Zara Ahmed. The Habitat for Humanity Club helped out at its first build on Saturday in Denton. Haley Pacheco takes a closer look into the event.
Newly formed club Habitat for Humanity had its first service project on Saturday. Junior Shinar Virani started the club to help those in need.
This is our first build. Habitat for Humanity builds, they build houses for those who are in need for shelter, and so we're just trying to promote this service.
Trinity through Bangadum says the club can meet a need in DFW.
Our initial goal is to just provide as many homes as we can throughout the DFW Metroplex because it is a need that we feel we can invest a time to.
Construction leader Mike Howard says he enjoys working with the student volunteers.
Teaching people how to do things that haven't done it before is fun. Seeing them just learn new skills is great. You're helping other people, you're giving back. And even though y'all are a lot younger, it's a great time in your life to start giving back and set a pattern for your life of giving to others without expecting anything in return.
Through Bangadum and Virani say that being in the club is rewarding.
It's really, really inspiring to see all of these people come together to promote one cause because it's so gratifying to see that all of this hard work that you've done is communal and it's not just done by one individual person.
Just seeing that we have accomplished something, that gives you a sense of purpose, and that kind of tells you that, hey, we're making an impact.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Haley Pacheco.
Thanks, Haley. The club will be helping at a build every month throughout the DFW Metroplex.
Red Ribbon Dress-Up Days began on Wednesday and will continue into next week. Here are the dress-up days still to come. The Hawk Theater Company has been working on Romeo and Juliet since August, and the show opened last night. I got to take a closer look into how the show has been going so far. With auditions for Romeo and Juliet being held during the second week of school, the cast and crew have spent weeks working on their show. Director Romina Marmortazavi shares why they chose to do the play of Romeo and Juliet.
So we haven't done a Shakespeare play in a long time here at Hebron, and for our students who are planning to go on and pursue acting as a profession, they're more than likely going to do a Shakespeare play. So we wanted them, when they got to college, to understand the way that Shakespeare works and to have performed a little bit of it, because we know that is going to be in their future.
Marmortazavi says Shakespeare plays are typically harder to perform, but the actors have been handling it well thus far.
They're handling the language well, and Shakespeare's tough. So they've been handling the language really well. They really understand that, you know, Shakespeare's not meant to just be read. It's meant to be performed. So they've really kind of latched onto that idea of doing the Shakespeare, not just reading the Shakespeare, which has been really exciting to watch.
Junior Abby Vitt, who plays Juliet, is new to the company and says that she couldn't have come into a better community.
I'm from a really small town right next to Destin, Florida. And so going from a tiny theater department with like no people and no equipment and nothing, and coming to this is like literally a dream come true.
Theater president Krishna Nair is the only senior in the show and says he's enjoyed watching the underclassmen grow.
It's really funny, so like I just get to see all the underclassmen grow as artists, and it's just really amazing.
Mamortazavi and Vit say this play has more to it than people would assume.
I would say definitely come see it, if only because there are really awesome fight scenes that I cannot wait for people to watch.
This is not a boring play. Romeo and Juliet is so much more than just like the love story that you've always heard. There's a lot of different levels that people don't really realize until they actually see it. And yes, the language is old, but you will understand it. And it's so funny, and it's really sad, and it's really engaging, and it's just like, it's an amazing play, and you really, really should come.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Melissa Gonzalez. Theater will perform the show tonight and tomorrow at 7 in the auditorium.
E-cigarettes are popular among teenagers, and the negative effects they can have on health have made the news late. As the district continues to promote awareness of the impact of drugs through Red Ribbon Week, Hanya Qureshi takes a closer look into how vaping is impacting students at school.
As vaping has become more common, nicotine use among 12th graders has risen from less than 24% in 2017 to 28.5% in 2018, a record high, according to educationweek.org. A student with past experience vaping, who asked to remain anonymous, said he recently quit due to feeling guilty about the harm he was potentially doing to his body.
Just a weird sensation that you're not really used to feeling, and it feels kind of good through your whole body. But you said emotionally, throughout using it, it made me feel really bad. Like I said with my parents, it made me feel really bad about, I guess, myself, or more just the choices I made. My parents really kind of got to me with that whole thing. That's why they were the reason I stopped. I just I felt like I was hurting myself, even though it didn't physically hurt. I just it kind of messed with my head.
Assistant Principal Glenn Kroll says it's important for students to understand the gravity concerning the use of the product.
They have to really spend some time thinking about choices they make and how it's going to affect them, not just immediately, but also long-term health effects and long-term side effects.
In Texas, 17-year-olds can be charged as adults for their crime. School Resource Officer Cole Langston and Kroll say the consequences for students who are caught vaping are significant.
First off, they're going to end up getting kicked out of school. They're going to go to either the disciplinary alternative school, DAEP, or they may even go to JJAEP, since it is a felony. Most drug felonies go to JJAEP. They're also going to be arrested and charged with a felony. This is a life-altering decision that we're making at whatever age we're making it, whether we're 14 in high school or whether we're 18 or even 19.
So I just want them to really think about it, be informed, and get that help when they need it. And also, if they're witnessing a friend or another student participating in it, that they have the courage to come forth and tell us. So number one, we can put a stop to it here at school, but number two, we can also try to help that student.
It can expose your lungs to acrolein, which can cause irreversible damage. It's not a parasite, not a virus. It's vaping.
According to our anonymous source, one of the dangers of vaping is that many teens do not know what all is in the product, and the feeling that comes from it is just temporary.
Using it, it's that you get that good feeling, but it just is less and less of a good feeling every single time you do it, after. I mean, because you gain a tolerance. It's just, I don't really see a point in it. It's not really, it's definitely not worth it. You see it's not worth it once you stop. It's really hard to stop when you have it in front of you, have it with you, whatever. But it's definitely just you just got, once you get off it, you're that's really not something that's worth it.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Hanya Qureshi.
For more information on the effects of e-cigarettes, check out www.therealcost.betobaccofree.hhs.gov.
Halloween is on Thursday. To celebrate the spooky season, we got 2 students from each grade to compete in a pumpkin carving contest.
Welcome to the 2019 Pumpkin Carving Contest! Okay, get ready, get set, go! Pumpkin carve! How are y'all doing so far?
We're doing good, but we had to improvise because we kind of messed up on Jack the Skellington.
Yeah, he kind of broke a leg. He lost both of his arms.
y'all doing so far?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay, so how are y'all doing so far?
We're good. We're pretty much done. So just kind of playing around.
How are y'all doing so far?
I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah.
Time's up, hands up! Seniors, describe your pumpkin.
She has a flower crown, 2 stars, and a moon, and initials on the back, and her name is Penelope.
Juniors.
Here we have a paw print, and then we have Boo written out in paw prints, and then we've got a little yeet face.
Cool. Sophomores.
So this here is our spooky Batman face, and as you can see, we've got the outline of the Batman logo and carved into the mouth with the spooky eye frames.
Cool. Freshmen.
And here we have one of the scenes from The Nightmare Before Christmas. We have Jack Skellington on top of the swirly hill with NBC on the top, standing for Nightmare Before Christmas.
Announcing the winner is special guest Jason.
By unanimous decision, we have decided that the sophomores have won.
Never dies.
Thanks to all who participated.
Tennis advanced 3 rounds in UIL playoffs but lost in the regional round against Marcus on Tuesday. James Laird takes a closer look on how the season wrapped up.
The tennis team finished a 3-round deep playoff run with a loss 10-9 to Marcus on Tuesday. Freshman Dylan Boggin says what his first season on varsity was like.
We improved quite a lot, especially like tactically. We definitely know each other, and that helped us. It helped us as a team to grow together.
Head coach CJ Cowgill is proud of every win, but knows the playoff run to cap off the season means a lot.
Anytime that you went around, you feel good about that. Lots of kids did well, so winning certain individual matches felt good, but then just making it 3 rounds in the playoffs was a success for the kids.
Boggin says he believes this season could have lasted another round, but nerves were an issue.
We stepped it up in our first 2 matches against Keller, and then in Mansfield, and then when it came to Marcus, I think we just got really nervous, because we've never beaten them, which we should have, because we've beaten them once already. But we choked a little bit in doubles.
Junior Rohan Agarwal says reaching milestones and beating big rivals were major successes throughout the year.
The best record we've ever had, going 16-2. In the past, we've always lost to the schools like Marcus and Capel, but this year we managed to get over those hurdles.
Cowgill says the team met every challenge they faced this year and had a successful season.
We lost yesterday in our regional playoff match, and that was only the second match of the year that we did lose. So I think that they did meet every challenge that was thrown at them this year. We would have liked to have won yesterday, but they did have a great season.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm James Lick.
Thanks, James. With the fall season concluded, tennis will begin preparing for its spring season.
The cross-country team competed in district on October 18th in hopes to advance to the regional meet. Sophia Mahmood took a closer look into the meet and who advanced.
Going into the district meet on the 18th, JV coach Lana Sokup says the team went into the meet with a solid team plan.
Our team executed it really well. Coach Capo did a good job communicating everything that we needed to accomplish, and I feel really happy and proud of our group.
Although the team didn't advance to regionals, Sokup says many of the runners were able to beat their fastest running times at the meet.
Many kids that had their PRs today that just did their personal best, and on the girls and the guys side, and I really enjoy just how hard they fought.
Senior Ross McKee placing 9th and junior Avery Morrison placing 10th advanced to regionals, along with junior Keaton Morrison placing 7th, who says preparing for district and regionals has been different than last year.
It's a different atmosphere because our team is mostly freshmen and sophomores. It's mostly underclassmen, which we never really had. And it's good to have young people on the team because now they're learning and they can carry everyone through the next years.
Senior Navaya Pantoja says the team has been focusing on working more as a group in the races.
We don't leave anyone behind, so it's just the little things that we're doing together setting us up.
Morrison says she's looking forward to regionals and will continue to train to advance to state.
I'm pretty excited. I mean, I'm kind of nervous because I don't really know how it's going to go because I've never competed there like as an individual. But I think it'll be fun. I'm happy to have my sister there too.
Sokup says that the team has put a lot of hard work in this season and she's proud of how self-motivated they've been.
I think that's in championship season, we've been prepping for this from day one. And I think that just keep on grinding and just keep doing what they've been doing and just have confidence in themselves and trusting, the training that they've been doing since the summer.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Sophia Mahmood.
Thanks, Sophia. Juniors Keaton Morrison and Avery Morrison and senior Ross McKee will be competing at regionals on Monday at Max Simmons Park in Lubbock.
In other sports news, football plays tonight at Irving MacArthur at 7.
Volleyball plays at MacArthur at 6:30.
And golf will play at Old Brickyard Golf Course in Ferris, Texas this weekend.
That's it for today's episode. I'm Melissa Gonzalez.
And I'm Zara Ahmed. Have any stories, suggestions, email is down below.
And follow us on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram.